Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Manchester United save. We've got a lot to round up today, plus 2 games as well, so we've got to get straight into it, as you can see. So I'm going to go straight to the schedule, and this is probably the best run of form I've ever been on ever in any iteration of Football Manager. It's been absolutely phenomenal. So last time we met, we played Wolves and Fulham, and as you can see, we've played loads of games since we last met, and only dropping points against Hoffenheim in the Champions League and Tottenham in the league, which isn't too bad. So we drew with Hoffenheim away from home 2-2, Alexis Sanchez with a brace. We then followed that up with a good 3-0 win against Southampton away from home. Lindelof, Lukaku and Varane all scoring the goals. Burnley 2-0 at home, Lingard and Martial scoring the goal there. Good 0-0 draw away from home at Tottenham. As you can see on the right hand side, none of us really played particularly well, and yeah, Tottenham played particularly well, only limited us to 1 shot on target and only 6 overall. They dominated the game, but we came out relatively well, and we sneaked a point away at Tottenham. A good 3-0 win against Ajax, which put us through to the knockout rounds as number 1 seed in our group. Pereira and Lukaku with a brace. And then two games against Bournemouth, 1 in the league, 1 in the Carabao Cup. Bournemouth in the league, Sanchez with a brace, 2-0 win there, which is a really good win. Lukaku picking up a little bit of a knock. A highly rotated side in the Carabao Cup, as you can see here, scraped through on penalties yet again, and we are through to the semi-final against Huddersfield in the Carabao Cup. So if we could beat them, we could be into the final and first piece of silverware for the season. Then a massive win against Arsenal. They weren't full strength. They had a few injuries going into this one, but we put them to the sword after Mkhitaryan got sent off on the 20th minute. Lingard, Lukaku, Mata from the penalty spot, Kolesniak in goal, and Paul Pogba again from the penalty spot. Really good 5-0 win against Unai Emery's Arsenal side. And then last game that we played was against Brighton. Good 3-1 win at home. Lukaku, Pogba and Anthony Martial with Florent Andone scoring a consolation goal in the 91st minute. As I said, today we're going to bring you Liverpool and we're going to bring you Huddersfield as well. They're going to be the two games today. And if we look at the league here, we are 7 points clear of City, 8 points clear of Chelsea, and then Tottenham are a further 6 points behind them. So big point gap between us and 4th, which is good going forward. Jesse Lingard is one of the highest average rating in the league, 7.38 for Jesse. Pogba 5 man of the matches, and David De Gea with 14 clean sheets. We've been absolutely phenomenal so far this season. As I said, probably my best run of form ever on either FM or Champ Man. So yeah, really good to see that we're going in the right direction. We are closing in on the January transfer window. I don't have much money to spend. Hopefully the board will give me a few pennies to spend in January. If not, we're going to go with what we've got. Plus Pellegrini comes in January as well. But it's going to be the starting lineup that plays against Liverpool. De Gea in goal, Lindelof at right back, Bayern Varane in the middle, Luke Shaw at left back, Matic and Pogba in the middle, Lingard on the right, Sanchez on the left, Mata in behind, Romelu Lukaku, who's now got 9 goals, nearly on double figures, 4 goals this season, which is good to see. But as always, I'll see you when we kick off. Coming back just before we kick off, just to give you the Liverpool lineup. No Mane, no Salah in their team. They've got Firmino up top, Lallana on the left, Shaqiri on the right, midfield a trio of Milner, Wijnaldum and Fabinho, and a back line of Robinson, Lovren, Matip and Gomez. So no Van Dijk either, with Alisson in goal. On the bench, who have they got? A couple of youngsters in Ryan Brewster and Gallagher. Trent's there, as is Sturridge and Moreno. So not a lot on the bench for Liverpool going into this one. We are going to say passionately, we've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. Away tie at Anfield for any Manchester United side is a tough place to go, but without Salah or Mane, we could be on to a winner here. Let's go. First highlight of the game, 20 minutes gone, and De Gea finds Lindelof on that right hand side, passes it up to Lingard, who then goes to Matic, and as I said, Matic really calming influence in the middle of midfield there. He allows Pogba just to kind of go. Mata then also drops in as well, so it's really nice midfield for United. Pogba back into Matic as well, going to whip that ball over to Alexis. He drives inside, can he goes for a shot? He can, hits the bar, and Liverpool get that clear. Lethal shot for Alexis Sanchez, and great to see him coming in on that left and whipping a shot on goal, but unlucky coming off the post. De Gea now with the ball in his hands, and Firmino just pressing him there, making him try and make a mistake, and he goes long and Gomez is there, but Sanchez picks it up. Mata through to Romelu Lukaku into Pogba, and he hits it wide. We're on the attack here now. We're getting really creative with some of these chances, but still 0-0. Firmino tries to find Lallana on that right hand side, but Lindelof does well and cuts that ball out, and Pogba plays it back to him, back into the Frenchman, and Lindelof being surrounded by James Milner, but he keeps his cool. Matic now through to Lukaku, back to Juan Mata. Good patient possession football here from United. Matic goes all the way out to Alexis Sanchez, who comes in again. Mata into Lukaku, into Paul Pogba, and he shoots wide in that Mazzala role. He likes to get forward, but his shots are he's snapping at them a little bit. We've had more of the game. 7 shots, 2 on target to their 4 and 2, and they're looking pretty tired actually. They must have had a busy Christmas period, and this is there for the taking. I'm just going to get assertive and say I'm far from pleased from that. Go out there and give us the goods in the second half. Let's start this second half and see if we can come out on top against Liverpool. Sanchez is going to whip this ball in 10 minutes into the second half into Bailly, and 2 or 3 yards out. Should at least get that on target and try and make Alisson make a save, but not to be. Robertson now on the hour mark goes back to James Milner, back to Andrew Robertson down this left hand side. Good play by Liverpool on the left into Firmino, and that is in. 1-0 to Liverpool, and we've had all the chances in the world but just not put them away. Liverpool first chance they get on goal and they put it away. Roberto Firmino with the goal, and Lallana, acres of space in the middle there, just finds him. He peels off I think it might have been Varane, and it's 1-0 to Liverpool. 20 minutes ago, we're going to make some changes. Some of the boys not playing particularly well. Lingard is one of them, and we're going to bring Martial on that right hand side and just switch him and Alexis. Mata also not having the best of games, so we're going to put Pogba in that attacking playmaker role and bring him off for Fred, who can play as the Mazzala. And I think that is all we're going to do, and we confirm those changes and hopefully go out there. Final 20 minutes, we need to get a goal. Last 5 minutes, Martial nips in to get that ball into Fred, and he takes a shot, but Becker's behind that. Nothing really happened since we've made those changes, and it looks like Liverpool are going to take the win here, and it's going to be 1-0 to Liverpool. We've lost this game against main rivals in the league. Very even game. We just didn't get enough shots on target, and they took their one and only shot by Bobby Firmino. But we go again, and we play Huddersfield in a few days time. I'll see you when we get there. Right then, so after our first defeat of the season, I think I might have jinxed it by saying I'm in the best form of my FM career ever. We've just changed it up a little bit because people were looking a little bit tired. So Diaz stays in goal, Dalot goes in right back, Bailly, Jones comes in for Varane, and Shaw at left back, Fred and Pogba in the middle, Rashford on the right, Sanchez in behind, Romelu Lukaku and Martial on the left. This is going to be our first of 3 games against Huddersfield in the next month or so. So let's submit that team. As you can see on the before I do that, as you can see on the bench, Pellegrini is now a Manchester United player. He gets on the bench from minute 1, really, to be fair, because we need a little bit of strength and depth. So he's on the bench, and hopefully he will get some game time today. So let's go straight into it. I will see you when we kick off. Here we go then, we kick off in our famous red and white. They're in there, blue and white, and we just need to bounce back from that very poor game against Liverpool. Bailly going to get the ball out to Dalot and into Fred in the middle of midfield, and he's got Martial on the left, who comes inside and he goes for a shot, and Lossell is straight behind that one, but good attacking intensive start from United. Highlights coming thick and fast in this one. Sanchez turns him back, goes to Rashford on this right hand side. He drives down that right hand side, finds Alexis in the middle, then finds Lukaku. Martial's at the back post. Lucky goal there, the deflection from Lukaku's shot going into Martial's run, and we go 1-0 up. A lucky assist from Romelu Lukaku really, but Rashford down that right hand side finds Alexis, goes for a pass. Lukaku goes for a shot, it just rebounds into the path of Martial. 1-0 United. Shaw into Fred. Lukaku's picked up a little bit of a knock, so we might have to change something at half time. Fred again out to Luke Shaw, and we're just keeping the ball relatively easily, but Fred caught on it, probably caught in two minds where to go, and Kachunga down this left hand side, but Luke Shaw does well. It's a poor pass, and Solanke has put them one apiece. I was just about to say Luke Shaw's done really well there, but then he played that awful pass back to David De Gea, and Dominic Solanke on loan from Liverpool has put them back into this game. He did really well there, Luke Shaw, but the pass back was just awful, and it's one apiece. 25 minutes gone. 10 minutes to go before that half-time whistle goes, and Phil Jones into Fred, out to Pogba. Rashford, really good slick move here from United. Can we get the ball in? We can, but can't find a red shirt. Out to Fred. Can he hit it? No, he goes to Martial. Martial shoots. What a goal that is from a narrow angle from the Frenchman. Great assist by Fred. It's his 7th goal of the season. 2-1 United. Rashford just goes to the byline and doesn't pick anybody out. It falls to Fred, and it's a lovely ball through to Martial, and on the angle that he is there, he shouldn't really score, but he does, and it's 2-1 United. Martial again down this left hand side, tries to find Rashford at the back post. Dalot picks up that ball into Alexis, into Martial, goes for the finesse finish but doesn't get there, and unlucky. He's on a hat-trick. He looks up for it today. It does, Anthony Martial. That sees us through to half time. We are 2-1 to the good. City are drawing against Liverpool. Chelsea are drawing against Watford. So playing into our hands at the minute. I'm going to bring Lukaku off, put Rashford up top, and then bring Jesse Lingard in on that right hand side. And just freshen things up top. Pogba probably won't see the game out either. I am just going to say assertively, things are going well, but we are capable of even better. And then follow that up with you can improve. The old 1-2 in the team talks generally works quite well. Let's get back out there for the second half. Almar gone, Pogba is off, and Pellegrini has come on to make his debut for United. Liverpool go 2-1 up against City, helps us out in the league, definitely. And 20 minutes to go. Second half been really, really dull so far. Sanchez picking up in the middle of the park, out to Jesse Lingard, going to go down that right hand side. Can he get a ball in? Yes, he can. Into Alexis, and that's hit the bar, and it's going to get cleared by Antonio and then Kachunga. 3 minutes to go. Lossell's going to launch that ball forward, and Luke Shaw is underneath it. Finds Alexis, who then finds Martial, finds Pellegrini, and he has got Lingard out on that right hand side, but doesn't find him. Finds Alexis again. Lingard now gets the ball down that right hand side. Dalot, can he whip the ball in? Finds Lingard. In trying to find Alexis, he does, and it's just fired just wide. 21 shots for us today against Huddersfield, only 9 on target. We should be scoring at least more than 2 goals. Time has run out, and we should get these 3 points away at Huddersfield. Made it difficult for us today, Huddersfield, and that is full time. The rest blown, and it's 2-1 to United. Good to see Martial with a 9.02 goals for him, and other than him and Fred, no one really standing out for United today, but we did get the 3 points. Well done, lads. A nice victory. Fantastic to see. So City and Liverpool drew, so that keeps us ahead of City by 6 points, and then Chelsea a further 2 points behind them, so 8 points ahead of Chelsea as well. So the league is looking very, very good. If you have a look at the other competitions, we are in to the first knockout round of the Champions League. We've got Lokomotiv Moscow, so one of the easiest draws out of the hat. We've got Oldham in the third round of the FA Cup, and we're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup against Huddersfield. So we will be back against the first leg of that Champions League game against Lokomotiv Moscow away in Russia, and then we're also going to bring you Newcastle at home in the Premier League. If anything happens in January, you'll know when we come back against Locomotive. But that's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any more content. Remember, tick that little bell icon so you're notified when a video goes live in your sub boxes. And until next time, when we bring you Champions League football back in the save and a home game against Newcastle, I'll see you soon.